I gotta hit the beat. I gotta hit the beat, beat. I gotta hit the beat. I gotta hit the beat, beat. I gotta hit the beat. I gotta I gotta
Pop that bottle, it's over. It's the end of October. Champagne on the shoulder. This is my exposure. Pop that bottle, it's over. It's the end of October. Champagne on the shoulder. This is my exposure. Pop that
all night long, but the feeling keeps kicking in. Beef with all the girls, bullshit dripping off the chin. All night long, but the feeling keeps kicking in. Beef with all the girls, bullshit dripping off the chin. I gotta hit the beat, beat. I gotta hit the
You drop this. Yeah. Like they're bringing anything to the table. Bro, I'm not your son, see I'm able. I do my own bits. Limited edition and some missing classic shit. I know that you're feeling it. Feel mad, cold nights feel heavy. Same place, going in the heart of the city. Nitty gritty feels iffy and the eyes feel shifty. The shit we're in, yo, it's all mad risky.
all night long, but the feeling keeps kicking in. Beef with all the girls, bullshit dripping off the chin. All night long, but the feeling keeps kicking in. Beef with all the girls, bullshit dripping off the chin.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Promo Observer. I'm Dr. Quack, and tonight we're going to be talking about a lot of big things that happened between WGP and Foundation. We're going to be talking about broken hearts. We're going to be talking about verbal violence, but I can't do this alone. I've got one of the other members of the Promo Observer with me right now. Let me bring him on, the Foundation World Champion and the BWO World Champion, Big Ice himself, the Iceman, Bobby Miller.
What's going on, people? What's going on, people? The champ is here. We ready
see
to
this,
talk
man.
some
Look at him, pretty
Foundation,
tight.
WGP. Let's go.
All right. And we got one more person with us tonight. We actually got a special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, the BWO General Manager and the man himself who was the Foundation Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Don Krypton.
I believe you can still call me the longest reigning Foundation Champion, so that's a good
No
thing.
doubt.
Man, this
How's it
stole
going,
the
everyone?
rematch. That's what happened, but that's another
Oh,
story another day.
I stole nothing, and I'll explain all of that soon. You'll understand, Bobby. You don't need to worry too much about that.
Oh, I'm the champion. I got everything to worry about.
True.
Not
You
necessarily
are the
worry. There's no worry, but it's my business.
See, Mr. Wallace got it right. Hate.
No hate here, Mr.
Already,
Wallace.
already.
I'm as you can see my background. I'm extremely proud to see Robbie with all the gold. It's just that he definitely does need to watch his back a little more than he usually does.
We'll see.
Well, we had two.
shall see.
We had two great shows here. We're going to start with Foundation. We got both of you on here, so this is definitely a great show to watch. If you didn't watch it, you need to go back and watch it. I'm telling you, it was a great show. We had the tag team title #1 contenders semifinal. Well, the finals here rather. Pretty Petty Politics taking on AOF. Bobby, how did you feel about this match?
Outside of kayfabe, I don't think I've ever seen anybody go into a match and go against himself like that. I guess Trevor did something like that, but it wasn't a real match. But like he did it well. I'll say he did it well. I'll say he took a lot of he took a lot of jabs that a lot of people have said about him. Took his characters and kind of did it on himself, but he did it so well. That said, I think Petty Politics got that one loud and clear. That was a pretty good promo. I like everything that they did in that one. That's a dangerous promo. That's a dangerous tag team. I mean, my bad. That's a dangerous tag team.
Yeah,
Tag champs need to watch their backs for that one.
they do. Don, what do you think about that?
Oh man, seeing the GOP flourish is an amazing thing always. I was supposed to take up not only Mayhem and Petty Politics, but we were also supposed to pull in the Wild Ghetto Puerto Ricans as well. Bobby seems to have gotten the better half of that, unfortunately. However,
Shout out
it
to the
seems that
cold-blooded cartel.
shout out to the cold-blooded cartel. What happened between them? I literally had to step back because I have been, one of the people in Franklin Benjamin's corner, and I claim the master also as one of my one of the people that I tutor. So I had to take a step back from that match. I had to see what was going on, figure out what was happening, and just enjoy the show just like everyone else. I had full faith that the GOP would pull it out. And they did, and now they will be looking for the tag title. So, a beautiful show. We got to get Saban up and rolling, hopefully sometime soon. But that will happen, and you will see him again.
Wow, how many people are you mentoring over here?
Strangely enough, I had not thought about mentoring for a long time. I didn't mentor anybody my first couple of years. I honestly, until true, I did not mentor anybody for a long time, and then I think the first person that I tried to take under my ring was the Arrow, and then Young Gun joined Mayhem for a split second. Rest in peace. F's in the chat for Young Gun. He was looking to get something started, and now that I found somebody who has that potential to take off. It was easy work, so that's all it is to me.
I mean, before that, your biggest project was Buckshot, right? We see how that turns out.
I see that Buckshot has had a lot of tutors, and I thought I was going to be different, and I realized the problem isn't me. We'll leave it at that.
Wow. Well, there you go. There's the comment. Master Strong Benjamin. Oh, there's the other guy involved in this menage a trois of pain.
JTA. If he was at his own contract signing, he might have, been all right, had a one-on-one. But that's what you get when you get other people to do your work.
Oh boy, we're gonna get into that. Oh boy.
That might be something that we actually agree on for once.
Without a shadow.
Maybe you're right.
I usually am, just nobody listens to me.
I wouldn't say that much.
Well, let's move on to one of the other GOP members, new one, Vagabond taking on Knighton.
Oh, okay. Vagabond and Knighton. I feel like that went the right way as well. It was an okay match. Knighton's promo was pretty paint by the numbers. He brought up some history and stuff like that, man. But Vagabond's he's getting on another level here lately in all the promo fits. He's on his game right now. Vagabond has those moments where he's on his game, and then sometimes he's kind of not, and then he gets back up on his game. Then sometimes he gets tired, and we'll see if he can keep that momentum going. But he, like I said, this was another one where the right guy won, in my opinion.
See, he ended up winning this match, but then a couple weeks later, what happened? He ended up losing the title to El Guapo.
He did.
El Guapo pulling the upset. I think that's a major upset, in my opinion. What do you think, Don?
Well, we Vagabond and I have talked about it a bit. He has pretty much the same problem I have. You know, when you hold the title for so long, you know, you don't always want to bring it, and then you have these people who probably shouldn't be in this spot to begin with, and then they come in, you know, with some type of help, you know, get away with 1 point or, you know, get some type of reduction. It is what it is. But he beat
Judges
Knighton because he
fatigue,
is that man, and Vagabond will come out better in the long run because that's who he is. So I believe that he'll get his opportunity. It may be for one of those titles that Bobby has. So we'll see what happens then.
That very well could be. He's always in the running for championships, man. Sometimes he lands them, man. He does a really good job with it. I mean, yeah, he got the victory over Knighton. Definitely. And then I got to tell you, for Knighton, this was a really good promo by him. He actually came out here and fought strong. It was a good competitive match. I think Vagabond won it by 3 or 4 points, something like that.
Yeah,
And
it wasn't by much.
No, it was a good competitive match, but Vagabond got the victory on it. Here we go. Now we got another member of the GOP. What is this, GOP show, man? I
guess everybody GOP
the
now.
entire
Funny how that
promo
works.
verse. The entire promo verse is GOP. That's how this works. When you have such a
Sounds
good
like
faction
easy
that
membership
people
to
want
me.
to be a part of it, Mayhem was easy membership. We were trying to uplift the people. Now we just want to dominate. And as
It's
you can
the
see,
same thing.
wins across the board.
About the same members almost.
Not necessarily.
Just
agree with
about.
that.
Just about.
Yep, this matchup here, we had Crooked Spade taking on the Alpha. What are you thinking, Bobby?
Crooked Spade versus Alpha. I don't know what Spade's been on lately, but I've been liking the last couple promos by Sam Spade. I think he rightfully another one. The judges have been getting it right a little bit. But yeah, Sam Spade came out with that energy. I know a lot of people don't like Sam Spade and the speedy talk and his pacing and everything, but that's his thing. I kind of like it a little bit. He just needs to he just needs to calm down a little bit with it, because he gets out of breath, and he I don't know if he has asthma or what goes on with him, but other than that, I kind of like his pacing. Alpha, I don't know, that's your boy, Don. You need to get at him.
Well,
when I was mentoring him, I got him to a certain spot. Now he's plateauing. I'm just saying. He's in a little bit of a rut. He's kind of phoning it in on some of these promos, from what I've noticed. And
Don, you read that comment, right?
See, this is how you know that people don't watch the product. He lost that battle before he joined the BOP. So I need y'all to get your timeline straight. I didn't mentor him until after he lost to Sam Spade.
Get him right.
Now that he's back on track and winning, has a brand new spanking theme song. That thing is fire. I wish I could have it for myself. He's on track. He's paying his dues right now. He's protection for the GOP. So
I like the other one
sure.
he just had better. The one I made for him. You know.
Well, as you can see, he changed that because he didn't like it. So now he's in a better space, winning matches.
Okay.
And we will see more of the Alpha. Possibly going, I have some insider news that he may also be dripped in gold himself. So we'll see what happens there.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Hey, look, I don't know if you read it. I'll read this to you. Y'all got a couple buff bags.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, man.
Buff Bagwell threw a lot of people around. So let's listen. Even if we are not winning, you know we are a force to be reckoned with. So there you go.
I'll tell you the thing I noticed with Alpha that really helped him. Like, I watched his match with Blunt Row on Blueprint. Like, he didn't use the graphics. He just came out there with a straight screen, and just spit fire. I was like, yes, that is what he needs to do. That is his go-to. If he can do that on a consistent basis, he's going to have gold.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely.
A lot sooner than you might think.
I do not doubt it. I really don't. Here we go. Now this is the fun match here. Blunt Man taking on A-List Alverson, the rematch. I'll start with this one here because I got some beef on this. I got a little bit of beef. Look, when the champion decides to just go here, I'm going to toss the title at the end of my promo. Right? I know he put it on the bed. It was safe. He didn't throw it on the ground. But he tossed the belt. It's like, I don't want this, man. And yet he still won it. How does that happen?
It
With
happens when the
other person
opposing competitor is not good enough. It's just Blunt Roll has sparks every so often where he's great and it's like, oh, he can do that, he can do that.
Mhm.
But then there's other times where it's like, try again, you know. So, and then I have made my complaints about A-List Alverson making my prototype championship a gimmick belt, but we'll see what happens as far as that goes. I think he still won that match handily, despite how I
I had that belt longer than you too.
You did, but I had it first, and they needed to jump me. You lost straight up.
Oh,
Again.
We're not gonna talk about that judging situation, but whatever.
Yeah. A lot of judging
one.
situations you get away with.
You get one.
You get what, 3? Yeah, okay, I see how that goes.
and speaking of his gimmick matches, he had one with Dr. Doof, the doctor off. And he just sets the belt right in the chair and walks off screen. He looks at him and pretty much tells the judges, if you think he'd done a better promo, give him the belt. And obviously the judges did not.
My thing is the other competitor has to show up. Over in the BWO, we had a guy win the golden mic that basically said the golden mic was stupid in that it was a pointless gimmick, and he won it and cashed it in on me, unfortunately, some years back. But if
I think it was your tag team partner, wasn't it, that did that? Bobby, was your tag team?
He was.
Partner?
He
Oh,
was.
okay.
We're not gonna talk about. We're not gonna go into.
There's a lot of things you don't want to talk about, Bobby.
You don't want to talk about it.
That's crazy.
Not a lot. Not a lot. Just those two things.
This statement, I agree with. Yeah, they fumbled this. They really did.
Yeah.
Wait, doesn't he still have the level up contract?
I believe he does. Yeah.
That's insanity.
I thought he cashed
time
it in.
fumble.
Oh, I guess so then. I could have sworn he cashed it in. But if he's now that you say it, I don't remember him cashing it in. So I guess he does still have it. But that match was weird to me, man.
Does.
Yeah, I guess he does. That match was weird to me, man, because it was like both of them came on there and was kind of like, I don't know if I want to win this match. You take the match. No, you take the match. No, you take the belt. No, you take the belt. And it's like they both came in with the here, take it at mindset. Like it was a weird watch.
Now, Jada Ace, he don't want to talk about that.
Shut the hell up, Jay.
You know he don't want to talk about that.
Nothing wrong with my height. I am 5'10" tall. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's what y'all want to believe.
Oh,
anyway,
damn. He's got the gold.
Let me
stop.
Let me stop. That's the entire. That's why we can see his entire body. And stop. Continue.
Because I know how I want my camera angled. Okay. Anyway, the match was weird. It was a weird match, but the right guy won with A-List. I feel.
A-List is a very good competitor. I just don't like what he's doing with my prototype belt. That's all.
We're going to take a quick commercial break real quick, and we'll be right back.
The following program is rated TV MALV. It contains strong language and violence. It is intended only for mature audiences.
as you can tell there, I got some special news because I've been told this Friday after Foundation, the promo of Pain match, Hollywood Haywood Heathen. If you have not been following, these guys have been at each other's throats for years, and they're dying to have this match. No disqualification. Should be a good one there. But I got a surprise for both of you here real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay the Ace.
Oh, hell. Who let this man in? He can't even get his internet connection right. He don't need to be in here.
Oh, no. I'm sure he'll be back momentarily. But, yeah, let's talk about that. I guess we'll call it a double main event maybe, because we had Don Krypton defending his championship against Jay the Ace.
Don got his ass whooped.
God, I'm going to let you take it over from here. I'm just going to step back.
Don got his ass whooped. Oh, man. You couldn't even pinch him a little bit, man?
By 3 points.
You couldn't even pinch him a little.
You lost.
Okay, you pinched him. I'm sorry.
By more than that.
Him.
And you needed a briefcase to win. So
here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Jay the Ace.
I had a higher score than you, even though you have the belt. You understand how that works?
You had a higher score than Jay the Ace the second time too. But you still lost.
Well,
you got your ass whooped.
It's funny that he laughs when the man who whooped his ass was me, and the man who whooped his ass is down here. You just had to have a briefcase.
Who whooped my ass?
You couldn't beat me straight.
I got this. Who whooped my ass? I got this.
You look at the scores, Bobby. I'm not even.
Jay doesn't even have to say anything. It said your winner, Iceman Bobby Miller. That's what it said.
There's a lot of people that say if you wouldn't have cashed in, you wouldn't have won this match. I mean, because you only beat Jay the Ace by 3 points.
And you didn't beat me at all. So there you go.
But I have this. That's what matters.
You know what's crazy is going into a championship match as the underdog with the belt. That's crazy.
How am I the underdog?
No, that's
because both of us have. Me and Don.
I'm rated number one amongst my peers.
I'm
the number one draft pick.
You weren't even rated number one in our match.
But I got the belt.
You were literally rated number 3 in both matches. You got the belt with that
got the belt. That's what matters.
And you have the belt. You have the belt the same way.
Losers are on here talking shit.
You still have not beaten me, Bobby. You are the loser when it comes to me.
Motherfucking here.
You are the loser when it comes to me. Bobby, you have not beaten me. You haven't beaten me, Bobby. You are 0-1.
Bobby.
One at a time.
Bobby, you're the foundation champion the way Mayhem was the tag team champions when we whipped their ass 2 years ago.
He's talking about Vagabond and Buckshot.
Mayhem actually lost and
you didn't have a higher score than me either.
I had a higher score because I had a boost.
You had a what?
I had a boost.
We're not talking about your chairs when you eat dinner. We're talking about the scores.
About your shoes to make you look 5'10". Okay, relax.
We're not talking about having to get a booster seat to sit at the table on a date.
No, I'm talking about my destiny contract that I use within the rules to get my championship. I mean, y'all can holler at Hollywood Haywood, and maybe y'all can
that checks
y'all
out.
concerns about the rules.
Go ahead and holler at Hollywood Haywood the same way you won the Havoc title. Go ahead. Use all of your connections.
Shame on you.
Bobby's hella little. We just need to you know how small the belts actually are on everybody else, but look how big the motherfuckers are on Bobby.
Nobody.
You've seen them on my shoulder, so.
That's not true.
Those are 2 wristwatches. They're big as shit on Bobby.
Can we finish talking about how Don got his ass whooped, please?
Sure, go ahead.
We were talking about how Don clearly had the worst promo of the night.
Oh, no, that was you, Bobby. That was actually you, Bobby. You had the worst promo of the night.
I'm not talking about judges' scores. I'm talking about as a viewer. I don't know what that shit
promo
was.
of the night. You had the worst.
Now, Wallace.
As if the judges aren't your peers. Like, what is this?
Bobby uses a squatty potty.
Your promo was worse than mine. So what are we talking about?
The judges are whose peers? The same judges that judge that monstrosity between me and A-List? Those same judges?
Apparently, yes.
Weird how that works.
I mean, I got to tell you, from watching that match, it was probably one of the top matches of the month I have seen. I've seen a lot of them. I mean, Don and JD Ace, they came at it head to head. That was a good fight. That was incredible.
Yeah, that was our first time in the ring. It was absolutely necessary for me and Jay to go head to head like that. Of course, him being the surprise entry, it was beautiful. Him taking advantage of that. So we love you, Jay. Do your thing. Hopefully, one of us comes out with that thing that Bobby thinks he has on his shoulder.
Y'all gonna be real mad when the real champion retains.
I mean, I look at it like this. Like, look, it's been proven now that the only way to beat JTA is with a surprise attack, because just one-on-one head-up matches, people don't really do that good. Matter of fact, the only person who's really come in close since I've been here was Don. So, Don, my buddy, I appreciate that match. That was a great match. Sucks that Bobby had to come and ruin it, but, you know.
I had to make everything right. And
It
you're
was
right.
his
Not many
destiny.
people has beaten Jada Ace one-on-one. I'm one of those people that has. But
Yeah. That time I gave you that match.
you didn't give me nothing.
Now,
As the general manager of the BWO, do I have to pull this stuff back up to see? All right,
We can pull it up.
We have. I'm sorry. We have to talk. We have to start talking about.
We can pull it up. There's a match from promo series in
We have to
2023.
start talking about the shows. Quack, I'm sorry. You have to take control of your show.
Bob, we're trying to talk about John Krypton versus JTA, not promo series 2023.
So, because you three get to meet each other at the next show. Hope. You three get to meet each other at the next show. Hope for that
No, what's
title.
happening?
I mean, are you trying to say that Bobby's the odd man out here, and it's really just between you two?
Basically,
Is that what we're saying?
He's definitely the EO Sky of the situation.
Oh.
See, they still have their little bromance on from that Golden Pillar shit that I basically broke up, that I basically killed because I whooped all their asses. But
Wait,
I don't remember any of that. I'm
the only person that has a win over every single Golden Pillar. The only person.
Bobby, who took the BWO championship?
Now he doesn't want people to talk. Now he doesn't.
Okay, now real quick.
Now that
Bobby,
he has something to talk about, we can't talk about it anymore.
Who took the BWO championship to the Golden Pillars, Bobby?
Why does that matter? I have a win.
Why does that matter? That's
who took the BWO championship from a Golden Pillar?
I wasn't around. I was busy.
Now you busy. Now you gone. Now you know. Now you ain't got nothing to do. That ain't Golden Pillar.
Because Bobby, look at it like this. Because Bobby, look at it like this. I'm already in the fucking Mount Rushmore. I can afford to take breaks. You have to be on every show every week. I can take breaks.
I'm number one.
Same way I can take breaks on Foundation. Y'all don't need me there because my name will always be at the top.
Because Bobby,
twice.
Don't you see all these lists floating around?
Bobby, how long? Bobby,
that's because you are on every single show, every single e-fig. That's the reason why you're bigger.
Bobby, how long you been in Foundation?
Not that long. Not as long as Don Krypton.
No,
and you know what? And I still got the title before you.
You right. Congratulations on your 10
because
that's right. You did have another opportunity to get the title.
I'll talk more about that though.
Didn't you have another
take breaks.
opportunity to get the title before? You said you could take it at any point in time. Didn't you already have an opportunity? And guess what? You got your ass whooped by me. Oh,
and you know something?
That's old news, but who has a brief right now?
And you know what? I'm not. And you know what? And honestly, the only reason why you got that Foundation champion is because of fucking AT. As far as I'm concerned, you guys aren't really paying attention to the shit that he brought to the promo-verse. I think we need to pay attention to that. If it wasn't, no.
Well, I literally have this belt because of AT, so you can blame him, really.
Well, I mean, since you haven't defended it in 2025, but if it wasn't for AT,
who ain't defended this in 2025?
Have you?
Yes.
Nah, that shit was unmemorable. So AT
the reason. It was 100 promo. You know, only a couple of us have done it.
Was it?
Yeah, I forgot. But
now there's a question for you, JDA.
Yeah.
what would it be like to take on Mr. Wallace? Because you guys have never faced.
Is he in? He's in WGP, huh?
He is. He is the voice of WGP.
I'll say this. I like Foundation. Like, you know, all jokes aside, I like Foundation. There are some matches I do. I feel like me and Don's match in Foundation comes off better in Foundation than it would have in the BWO. I feel like with Mr. Wallace, I feel like our match would come off better in the BWO than over here in the Foundation and WGP. Because even with these matches, I feel like I'm still feeling out everything. I couldn't be 100% everything that I wanted to be in either of my two matches out here just yet.
Do you think that Wallace would be within 10 points of you?
In the over here for sure. The BWO, I feel like he's good enough to get within 10 points of me. There's not a lot of people that are, but I think.
Let's not disrespect one of the OGs. Mr. Wallace is a very good competitor.
I just said he could. That was Dr. Quack's question. I think he would be within 10 points of me. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right. I stand down.
Now, granted, there's only like 5 people maybe that can do that. I'd say he's one of them.
There we go. Well, get ready for that show. Hope coming up here. I believe at the end of the month. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah, end of the month here. Big triple threat match. These 3 gentlemen going for the Foundation World title. That's going to be a big one. Let's go into WGP up here now because we got a couple matches I want to talk about. We got Jack Saban taking on Trevor Robinson. Bobby, how'd you feel about this?
Yeah, Trevor came in and did Trevor things. He didn't have to do too much, but he did enough to beat Jack Saban. Jack Saban, he has to come in matches with a better focus, and he has to clean it up a little bit. Other than that, he has potential, but Trev is too much, man. Trev is honestly too much for him.
I don't feel like they're giving him any competition. Every time he's fighting somebody, it's like they're way below him.
Yeah, I think they're trying to kind of showcase him a little more, but that should change soon. That should change.
Okay. Anybody got any comments on that? Don, JDA?
I think Jack Saban is in the middle of a metamorphosis. He's trying to find a new place for himself. And right now, we're watching the transition. We're not seeing a completed product yet with Jack Saban. So I believe he's going to get better as hopefully the days and months go on. Will he be in the title picture? I don't know. Was he a good opponent for Trevor Robinson? Absolutely not. But I do believe he will be getting better and he will find his place, and I think he'll skyrocket once he finds that thing that'll get him over. I believe in Jack Saban.
Oh, sorry, JD Ace. There you go. There's a challenge for you. I think. I guess.
Who the fuck is that?
Peterson.
That is Petty Peterson. Okay.
Yeah, Triple P.
Oh, that's fucking Benjamin Franklin's partner.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like he's definitely the more interesting of that tag team. So yeah, I mean, I'd look. I'll say this, Triple P. Give it some time. I wouldn't mind running that match. I got some other stuff I'm kind of taking care of right now, so we can knock out some of these other matches down the way. But yeah, he's interesting. I'd do that.
Okay. There we go. Yeah, I agree, man. Jack Saban has improved, and he looked really well as a tag team there with Master Sean Puff. I think under his tutelage, it may be paying off. He may come out looking good and may eventually have some tag team gold.
I think he needs to drop that lost child, fallen child shit.
Like I said, I think he's in a metamorphosis. He's trying to figure out the character. I hope he makes it get somewhere, but as of right now, we are watching a change. So give him some time. That
King of the Caribbean stuff he was doing was like catching fire, and he just dropped it like out the blue. And I'm like, dude, you had something. What type of Vince McMahon booking is this? Like you had it. Like you had something that people liked.
It was the wild ghetto Puerto Ricans kind of fell
Wild-
off.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah, the
got
wild
over
ghetto Puerto
with
Ricans fell off.
Sean Puff and tried to do his thing to fit in with Sean Puff.
He got
And
Bearcat.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He kind of handicapped himself doing that. I think he need to switch back. I'm not a fan of that gimmick.
Doesn't that happen with everyone though? Anyone who tries to change their style. We saw when Kobe Bryant, he got injured, he couldn't jump in high fly, he had to be a jump shooter. You saw Ray Allen, he couldn't be a high flyer no more, he became a jump shooter. You see that metamorphosis, you see that change. Allow them to grow into that.
Yeah,
Jack
but they were
Saban
scoring.
will be
They were scoring when they changed though.
He'll be all right.
He was scoring with the wild ghetto Puerto Ricans. He doesn't have that.
Yeah, he needs to stick. He needs to do that. Okay, all right. I'll step off until I'll let it work.
The big thing that got me though, because Trevor Robinson didn't hype, so he lost 5 points. Still won it by 1.
Someone in the midst of a change versus someone who knows what they're doing. It's the inevitable.
That is a big factor there. Yeah, here we go. Next match, we got Johnny Blade against AEP. Everybody loves some AEP.
AEP's hilarious, man.
God damn.
AEP is hilarious.
I fucking love AEP, man.
I have been very vocal in the fact that I am not an AEP fan as a promo artist, simply because I enjoy being able to understand things. But AEP is a great guy, and I think he's having a lot of fun with what he does. So when I have to see I don't like seeing AEP necessarily across.
I hope he sees this.
But we have a match coming up very soon. So he's going to be coming for the pure shooter title, which is in memory of Young Gun once again. Young Gun, F's in the chat. But yes, he's coming for the pure shooter title, and honestly, if I didn't have it, I would absolutely have him get that title. So hopefully he brings his A+ game.
You see that comment, right, Don?
Triple P, I'm the one you call.
That's the one you call. But yeah,
AEP is watching the AEP promo is like if you watch Adult Swim at night, where it's like it's not gonna necessarily always make sense, but it's gonna be entertaining. And like when it comes together, it's like a beautiful accident, but it's still beautiful. Like I love AEP won me over because I was not an AEP guy until very recently, but AEP won me over. He's so unintentionally funny.
Absolutely come up with.
Yeah, he's so unintentionally funny.
This shit's hilarious, man.
A lot of times it's like, what the heck? That was actually kind of fun.
I think AEP lost here though.
He did. He lost to Johnny Blade.
Yeah.
Johnny Blade making his debut. Former professional wrestler, now out here in the promo world. Been making a lot of noise, and now coming to WGP. I can see him going out there fighting for titles.
Yeah, he's like, I could tell he was a wrestler after he said it. I was like, okay, it makes sense. The way that he does his promos, the pacing, and you could tell that he does it. It wasn't a bad promo. It was a good introductory promo. He did his homework on everything that AEP was throwing out. I would want to see some more entertainment value in it, but that doesn't seem like that's his thing. And we have a few people that's like that in these feds. So if that's his niche, that's his thing. I think he can do all right over here.
Yeah, I mean, he can hang pretty well. I mean, he's won titles in HSP. He's been over in Defiance, a few other places, won tag team gold. I mean, he's making his rounds, and it's good to see him here. I mean, I could see with him and Master Sean Puff. I would love to see that match. I think that would be interesting. But who we got next here? Oh, yeah, this one here. Now, here we go. We got Black Plague versus TK3. Probably the future of WGP, in my opinion. Lifeless, triple threat match.
I know in the BWO, it feels like I'm the only lifeless fan, only big lifeless fan. I don't know what they got against Lifeless. I like Lifeless.
I like Lifeless.
Nobody has a problem with Lifeless. He's just a fucking menace. That's all.
I be seeing a
Menace
lot
to
of hate
society.
towards Lifeless promos, man. I'm a fan of Lifeless. This is
He had
also
he had a phase there where he was like yeah, we're
yeah, he
not doing
got better.
WWL. Let's say yeah. I'd say Lifeless is pretty cool. Lifeless is doing his thing. I think he had a period of time there where he was trying to, go with a light character, a happy character, and it just didn't come off as good. But now
I
that he's
like
back
that
to his
character.
menacing
I'm not
ways,
gonna lie.
it's like it was fun. It was like AEP. It's great. Is it necessarily good? But it's nice. It's fun. It's fun, and we absolutely enjoy it. It's a fan favorite, but it wasn't getting him wins. So he went back to his his big menacing character, and that's doing some damage right now. And now he's taking over the promo verse, which is scary for sure.
What happened with Black Plague? Like, he used to have the robotic voice real deep. You had to couldn't understand it. And then he came out with this one.
Yeah, it's kind of like how Life switched his voice over time. I guess Black Plague listened to Quack and found him a new understandable AI voice. But that was the best Black Plague promo that I heard I've ever watched. So kudos to Black Plague. That was actually not a bad promo.
He got a first place
great, but it wasn't bad.
Oh shit!
That was my first Black Plague promo. That was my first time seeing him in action, so I had nothing to compare it against. The face, it was off-putting to me because I was like, what the fuck is this? But it was because I don't know how behind the curtains we go on this. I know we were dicking around earlier because it's Black Plague it's very kind of obvious. So if he's trying to not appear as somebody else, he's not doing a great job with his mannerisms. That's just me. so this was. I was like a few seconds.
Naive I don't know who it is.
I was a few seconds in, like, oh, I know who this is. I would put a lot of money. So if
we'll talk, because I didn't catch it.
Yeah, I did not either.
Oh well, shit. Then I don't know. It was a good promo.
Definitely the best.
It was awkward.
No offense to Black Plague, but he usually sucks.
Yeah, he does, and that was one of the ones I can actually say, good job there, Black Plague. Seriously, I was impressed, and I don't impress
either. In this match,
huh?
I said Trent was in this match.
Yeah, Trent was in this match. He was getting third on all 3 votes. That
was one of the promos of all time.
And he had his is that his girlfriend now, or
yes, that's his girlfriend. It looks like she's gonna be a character here, or she's playing along with it, or whatever in the group and everything. I saw her comment on some things earlier.
This ain't pro wrestling. You don't bring your girlfriend in to be your valet. What the hell is this shit?
I think that's a dope idea, but she didn't look like she knew she was being recorded. She looked like very. It looked very much like she was coming in like, hey babe, what are we doing for dinner? Why is there a camera in my face? Shouldn't I have the belt? She's like, fucking yeah. She seemed so confused. I was so fucking confused on what was. I thought like, yo, did they forget to stop recording? He's just like, shouldn't I have the belt? She's like, huh? What belt? He's just like, these guys. She's like, oh, fucking whatever. Sure, yeah.
All right,
it's pretty good.
I said, hey, they did what they did though. They got through it.
Yeah, life came out victory on that.
You're not supposed to just come through with that. Oh god, like I'm that was my first TK3 match. Lamar ain't shit. That was my first TK3 match. No. He was in the BWO. I remember Bobby, fuck Bobby, but Bobby washed his ass. And like honestly, I can't stand Bobby's ass, but that was Bobby did one of my favorite promos, honestly, ever against Trent. And so that was funny. Yeah, Life was kind of walked away with this. I don't even think it was really. I like the voice, and it makes him. It's like chaotic. It's chaotically entertaining.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Lifeless has kind of figured out his character, and he's kind of whoever he is. He's kind of he kind of morphed into his character, figured it out after after a few different trials, and I think he's at a point until he's ready to unmask. Of course, he's at a point where he got some success coming.
Yeah, look, TK3 finally got some buns. The last time was probably during the Duke University scandal. I mean, fuck the cross team. Man. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Let's move into the main event here. AET taking on SNES, WGP World Title. Anybody want to start with this one?
I'll let y'all talk about y'all boy first.
Oh,
man. Well, first off, my boy SNES should have won. No, no. But AT, man, fuck AT. But he's good, man. Like, I honestly, like when I was mentioning, like, there's not a lot of people that I have matches with that at the expense of sounding arrogant that I feel like I have to over prepare for.
Expense of sounding arrogant? Have you? Sorry.
When have I ever been arrogant, Don?
Really? That's what we're gonna do?
What have I ever done or said that I had not proven or earned?
Ooh.
Now, at the expense of being arrogant, Don, some people I feel like
JV Ace is definitely one of the best promo artists out there. We're not gonna lie about that.
Thank you. I feel like some people you have to over prepare for, and AT is one of those guys. And I think SNES's promo could have beaten most people in that I've seen since I've come out here. He did not over prepare for AT, and it showed where he didn't really have a lot of digs against AT. A lot of it, like he had the two. There was like the two where he's like, "Well, you lost this, and you're supposed to do this, and you lost this," and that was kind of it. Then he started going into title lineage. I'm like, bro, you were looking at the past when this motherfucker's in your face hitting you right now. That was not the right way to go about trying to beat AT. I think that score was a little bit closer than it should have been.
I was just about to say, hell, he almost beat him.
Been
he was gonna beat him if it wasn't for Judge number 3. But
yeah, I don't know about that one point, but it was very good. It was SNES. That was probably the best SNES promo I've seen, and I think it was. I think he definitely did his homework, but not enough. He wasn't getting no extra. He needed to do extra credit on that one.
Yeah, I like that.
No rebuttals.
I like
SNES
that.
got mad at me because on AT's hype, I wrote on the bottom, I said, "Do they just give you the title now or wait until show day?" He got mad at me on that one.
It was close enough to where I could see why he. Well, according to the score, it was close enough to where I could see why he would be mad at you because he was this close. He was this close. I like that AT promo though. I like the good things about AT promos. When AT has a theme in his promo, he goes all in with that theme, with his production and the little nuances that he does, the backdrop, the attire that goes with the theme in the backdrop, and his two goons in the back and everything helping out with his promo. AT knows how to go all in on a promo when he wants to do that. That's one of the good things about AT, and that's what makes him dangerous because in Foundation in WGP, one of the categories that we get 10 points on is creativity. And most of the time when AT really wants to, there's no reason why he shouldn't get a 9 or a 10 in that area.
Not a shadow of a doubt. AT's simple promos are better than most people's, over preparation for him. Do you know what I'm saying? So when AT goes that extra mile, it's very difficult unless you just happen to be a comedian in real life or something like that, or something like that. Just in general, how AT is just that good in this promo game. So kudos to him for becoming the champion. He
knows how to get so much out of so little. AT, if you really go watch all of AT's promos, and this might be helping out some of y'all when you want to face AT. It ain't gonna help out a whole lot. It ain't gonna help out a whole lot, but AT doesn't say a whole lot. He doesn't. He just knows how to get the most out of it. AT doesn't go out there like me when I do my promos. Bobby, fuck Bobby. Bobby goes out there. He does his promos. It's just shooting as many rounds as you got. AT does not do that. AT just a few shots, but they stick.
That is true.
Headshots.
I've been one of AT's biggest critics on that, and he'll tell you himself. But like you said, what he does is enough. Is usually enough mixed with his creativities and making it visually great. And of course, his delivery on what he says, all of that stuff matters.
Top tier delivery.
Little thing matters.
Top tier.
So,
and that's the problem. You can't beat that. You really can't beat that unless you go out there and match it. You got to match it to have a shot, and not everybody can.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be another probably nomination for Match of the Month. I can see that as well. That's going to be happening here April 1st here on the House Calls page through the Promo Observer. You'll be putting a lot of matches, so you can nominate if you see one out there. And we'll see who votes. It'll be a 2-day vote. I imagine that'll be on it. There's only two of us right here, so me and Bobby, I guess. Which one was better, Foundation or WGP?
I'm gonna have to go with the Foundation show, man. I'm gonna have to go with the Foundation show based on our shenanigans alone.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. I mean, WGP put on a great show. I will tell you, this one had no flaws in it, but yeah, this whole scene right here on top, yeah, right here, these three gentlemen, yeah, I think that pulled it over.
Quick question, Quack. Wasn't I on the Promo Observer before Bobby was?
Yeah, actually, you came on there as a guest there with me and Ramboa and Bones.
Stole your whole fucking flow.
Stole my whole fucking flow. It's crazy word. It's all good.
I made it a hot song. I'm full time now.
And did you see what Bobby did? Do you see Bobby was actually in my promo against him? What type of shit is that? No wonder he won. He's on both promos. Like
that's crazy because somehow I ended up in your promo. I had a lot of questions about that. You know,
you were also in my promo.
I'm not even completely bald yet, and somehow you had the perfect baldy, and then you had my music. The doop, doop. I was mad about that. That's
I did not make that song up myself.
That's copyright.
You know the best part? Okay. The best part about that match was when you came out, your opening song sounded just enough like that. I was watching that at home like this motherfucker.
Copyright, goddamn it,
Good God. Well, any final words from anybody? Anybody want to come out there and say anything they need to say?
Be on the lookout. I have a few things I need to say to clear up my name because apparently I have to go against Haywood and Bobby, so there's a lot of things going on.
I wouldn't say that now.
Haywood and Bobby. Haywood's my op. What you talking about?
Really now? I don't know.
Haywood's my op. I'm not fucking with him.
He says, my face champion. And, Don, despicable Don, Crypto. No, I did everything within the rights of the law, just like you did. And somehow I get the bad rap. Somehow
I was carrying the BWO faction and couldn't even get any sleep. I lost to Vagabond for the first time under that shit.
You couldn't get any sleep because you didn't have somebody singing you a lullaby at night.
You were getting kicked out of the BWO when Vagabond beat you, isn't that what happened? Because you lost because you got your ass whooped by me. Oh, damn. Everything comes full circle again. So it's time.
Yeah, you caught me when I was tired, when I was burnt out. By the time I faced you, I was still on a Red Bull high. Did you watch the promos?
No. You could have said no.
Hey, what's the next?
Passed it off to somebody else. Come back when you were more prepared, and you did not. That's on you.
I had an obligation. Damn it. I was trying to.
You were being told what to do, and you failed. That's why.
Hey Don, what's the next PLE for BWO?
Oh, there's a lot of things going on. What's the next one? We have a BXT takeover. I believe Bobby, you got he's the
Bloodbath
one who handles that.
BXT Bloodbath is coming up next weekend. Actually, next Saturday.
Yeah, and while
we're pushing towards a new BWO. Damn it! I'm announcing the goddamn date, and we're gonna put the show out on the goddamn date next Saturday.
Not at 11:45.
We're going to make it happen. Not all of us run on CP time. All right. Not all of us. So we're going to make sure that our product gets back to its glory, and we'll show how everybody. That's why. Why do you think we have all the titles? Why do you think the BWO has had all the titles in Foundation and WGP? And honestly, anywhere else, Bobby or I go.
You start watching the product, Don, because you start watching the product, Don, because I know you heard what I said about the Smarks.
I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you, honestly. You can't make demands, but and we will address that.
I came back at promo.
You know what I'm talking about? We're
not talking about you. We're not talking about you.
I came back at promo series. I carried the contingency, and you owe me, Don.
We'll talk about it.
Well, for all that, I'm Dr. Quack. Thank y'all for tuning into the Promo Observer. Thank you, Bobby Miller, JD Ace, and Don Krypton, all for joining us here. We'll see you next month here when we talk about the next upcoming shows, Hope. And I'm not sure what WGP is. Anybody know?
Rapture.
Thank you. Rapture and Hope. Yeah, that's some wild words to put together, but we're going to see what happens here. Till next time, folks.
God gonna strike us down.